The ringing in Shannon's ear had followed her for days. A thin, persistent tone that felt like it lived behind her eyes. The army doctor ran every test he could. "Captain, we can't find the source," he said gently. "Your hearing is normal. No trauma. No infection. Nothing." He handed her the discharge papers. "Get dressed. If it gets worse, come back." Shannon stepped into the hallway. A heart monitor beeped in a nearby room. Steady, rhythmic, familiar. Her eyes narrowed. That's it. The tone in her head matched the monitor exactly. Years of working around medical equipment. Maybe her mind had absorbed the sound. Maybe it was memory, not illness. For the first time in days, she felt a strange sense of relief. That evening, she went to night school, helping students fill out paperwork. The campus was quiet, the kind of quiet that makes you hear your own thoughts too clearly. After class, she stopped at an all-night diner, soup, a sandwich, and her favorite old movie playing on the small TV behind the counter. She didn't want company. She didn't want conversation. She wanted silence. And she got it. No calls, no emergencies, just the ringing and her thoughts. Driving home, she noticed the shoes hanging from telephone wires, dozens of them. Markers of young lives lost too soon. Markers she had never paid attention to until now. This trip had opened her eyes in ways she didn't expect. She had seen war overseas. She had lived at West Point for 5 years. She had passed her medical boards. But somehow, she had missed the quiet battles happening right under her nose. That would change. The next morning, she pulled into the school parking lot and froze. The same car Jaden had nearly stuffed his mother's ex-boyfriend into was parked near the entrance. Tinted windows, engine off, watching. She kept an eye on it as she walked inside. Something felt wrong. When the bell rang, she opened her classroom door and stopped. The students were standing in formation, a makeshift flag, a hand-drawn standard, perfect rows, perfect posture. Lillian stood at the front, holding a 6-foot flagpole like she had been born to do it. Gavin called out, "10 Hut!" The entire group snapped to attention. Shannon's breath caught. She hadn't expected this. Not today. Not ever. She stepped forward, voice steady. "What is the meaning of this, Private Lillian?" "Sir," Lillian said, "we signed a charter. We want to be trained like soldiers and future doctors. We want to follow your orders." "Sir," Shannon scanned the group. Every student stood tall. Even Jaden, eyes forward, jaw set, posture perfect. For the first time since Edward's death, Shannon felt emotion rise in her chest. She swallowed it down and stayed in character. "If this is what you want," she said, "then these next 3 weeks will be the hardest of your lives. Sound good?" "Yes, sir," they shouted, the force of it echoing down the hallway. "You'll want to go home crying to your mothers." "Yes, sir. On my count. 1, 2, 3, march." They marched in place, then into the classroom, standing behind their chairs until she gave the order to sit. It was the best academic day they'd ever had. The next morning, Shannon brought in a drill sergeant to run them through exercises. He wasn't as harsh as he could have been. They weren't enlisted, but he pushed them hard, and they rose to every challenge. By the end of the week, he handed each student a certificate. "You performed at the highest level," he said. "You're better than most raw recruits I've trained." He wasn't exaggerating. At lunch, Shannon finally asked, "What made you all decide to do this?" Jaden answered without hesitation. "Respect," he said. "You showed it to us first. When that soldier challenged us, you stepped in front of us. You didn't have to, but you did." He looked around at the others. "Right?" "Yes, sir," they shouted. Jaden was voted platoon leader unanimously. Leadership came naturally to him. Too naturally. The drill sergeant returned to West Point bragging that he had a group who could outperform entire companies. He was already taking bets. Shannon gathered the students. You have 2 weeks left, she said. And now, we focus on the lessons. The ringing in her ear returned, faint, steady, familiar. But this time, she didn't fear it. She had bigger battles to fight.